On the piss.
Holy shit, welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet.
That's Klutz. I'm Das with the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear from the front bar of your local. And Klutzy, where are we today?
Somehow we're back at the Caxton.
We're back at the fucking Caxton. We've actually got the King of the North jumping on the show with us today. Sterling Farquhar, how are you, mate?
Howdy. I'm good. I'm content.
We're
very content.
Recording this on Monday, the Monday after Magic Round. It's been a big weekend. One thing we did do throughout the entirety of the weekend was get a few blokes down our throat.
Dude, that is the most amount of blokes I've ever got down my throat in a weekend.
Yeah, but it was great. And as we start off this show, we're getting 3 more blokes down our throat. So
Yeah, so.
shout out to Kempy, sponsor of this week's podcast. If you want to get a bloke down your throat, go to blokeinabar.com and enter your postcode in the store locator.
It's as simple as that.
It is as simple as that. I actually saw something really funny in our BB Frothies group during the week, and it was someone was like, I'm from the UK and I want to get some bloke over here. Where can I find it? And the top comment was simply go to blokeinabar.com and put your postcode in the store locator. I was like, don't know why it made me laugh so much.
That made me laugh a lot as well. Very good humour. Thank you for at least knowing what to do as well. But
That's it.
I like the German sausage thing.
Yeah.
That made me fucking laugh.
We were just having a bit of a reflection on some of our favourite moments from Magic Round, and Das was scrolling through Facebook and saw this post from someone in the Punters and Dribblers page, and it was just all these different images of people smashing sausages in the Caco car park.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Sterling is one of our good mates. What's your title here? What do you do day to day? What do you reckon? Like,
Not a lot.
Yeah.
I just hang out.
he works at the pub, the Caxton, where we record. So he's basically treated us to some of the best hospitality, and not just us, fucking about 150,000 people over the weekend.
It was an absolute ripper of a weekend. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves, and that's what it's about. Facilitating
wild.
a bit of fun.
Shout out to all the frothies that we met as well. It was great. Everyone who came and scored some prizes on Saturday with our treasure hunt and then the live show. Yesterday was fucking awesome, but geez, I'm fucking sore.
Yeah, look, Das did say today he was pretty good, but he's had a bit of a decline.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
Your boy's done well, though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him out. Like when I knocked off, I had a couple of beers, and I was surprised to see you here at the time you were.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's
It means
usually
a
the other
lot.
way around.
I was about to
But
say,
Klutz did 3. Das did like 2 and a
Yeah.
half. Had prior commitments. Which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Acceptable.
Couldn't be here on Friday.
But I liked it. I liked seeing you out there.
Thank you.
On
Thank you.
the Sunday.
Lee was actually, I'm just going to pump up my own tyres here for a bit, but we had lunch today with Lee from where he got the chocolates, and he said to me, he's like, I couldn't believe on Saturday night we're sitting at a table and he's like, your eyes were basically rolling into the back of your head. You were so blind and tired, and you were like, I think I'm done. I'm going to go. And then he's like, about 2 hours later, you were just smashing cocktails. So I was like, just had to be done. It was a magic weekend.
yeah, it was fucking large.
It
Very
was
big.
large.
It sort of started Thursday. We did a pod with Jacko and Lukey of former YKTR fame.
Yeah, which will come out soon. Probably, I don't know, maybe Thursday.
Gone on to a lot bigger things now, which is fucking sick to see. Yeah, I think it comes out Thursday. But started off there, had a fair few beers with those boys. Well, particularly Lukey, waiting for Jacko to get into town. Had a mad chat. Friday was a bit of a struggle at work, not because of the beers, because all I could think about was getting to the pub.
Must be so hard to work with a boner all day.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, particularly when you can't come to completion. If anyone has anything for that, please help.
I think Sterling might, but
Yeah. I got pills, Brad.
But yeah, so Friday, got to the pub. Shout out to actually the guys that backed us this weekend. Obviously the Caxton, but also Bluebet, Domino's, and of course Budgie Smuggler. So we did some pretty cool shit this weekend, which we'll get into. But went down, filmed a little Domino's video, and then I think I stayed in the same part of the car park near the Sausage Hut for probably 6 or 7 hours.
there's something about that sausage hut. It's fucking
There is.
delicious.
It's the smell.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
the smell of the sausage.
You know what's really fucked? I had one of them on Saturday. So for people who don't know, there's a little like vendor, I guess, that sets up in the Caxton car park on game days, and he sells like German sausages, hot dogs, I guess. I got home on Saturday. I had it at probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it was 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. When I got home, I realized I had sauce and mustard all over my pants. I was just so much. And I was like, how did I not notice it? It's just been walking around with dirty pants all day.
What day was that?
Saturday. I was definitely blind.
That's so good. Yeah, I pounded one Friday night and another one Saturday. That was so good. But
we call them glizzies.
Yeah.
Glizzies.
Yeah. Ash and I call them glizzies.
Yeah. What was Ash's text today? I need
He said he needs to eat something other than a glizzy. He's obsessed with them.
they're so good.
I go the double glizzy no bun because it gives me heartburn if I have the bun.
Really?
So he does it up and cuts it up for me, and I eat it with a fork and like sauerkraut and onion, and then sauce that shit up.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
You know what the only shit thing about the
Glizzy up.
glizzies is? Probably different for yours because you get yours cut up, but when you bite into it, all the oil spurts out. Horrible.
See, that's manageable when it's cut up into slices.
That's what I mean, yeah.
It's pretty funny. Jess West from Budgie on Friday really wanted a bite of the sausage. So I was like, yeah, take the first bite. She's like bit into it and it just fucking squirted everywhere.
Yeah.
And I've never seen someone react so funnily to like the explosion of a sausage while in their mouth.
Never.
Never seen that. Never seen that.
Ever?
Wow.
Yeah.
You've said it a fair few times, haven't you?
Never.
You dirty fucking dog. But yeah.
How was Friday night? I feel like we didn't even fucking talk about it.
Friday was fucking awesome. So the Sydney boys roll on in. Got to meet Guru again, as well as Roasty. Fucking Timmy from SC Playbook as well.
Yeah.
He was on one. One of the funniest things I've ever seen is, for those of you who don't know, Timmy from SC Playbook basically does a potty with Guru and Kempy and loves his super coach.
Yeah.
And there was this bloke waiting for 10, 15 minutes. The amount of people actually coming up with their super coach teams just wanting them, and the boys would be like, yeah, it's fucking sweet. Oh, maybe make that trade. And
Yeah,
everyone would be like,
just like
thank you
advice.
so much.
It's mental.
One bloke was waiting 15 minutes and he got there and it looked like he went to reach for his phone. Timmy's like, oh, who you got, mate? Like, let's have a look. He pulls out this piece of paper and it's him beating Timmy by 2 points in Supercoach. And he's like, I just wanted this to get signed. And Timmy's like, what? No, this can't be it. And he's like fully like wigging out at this.
That's so
Goes
funny.
and like puts it down on the table of the German sausage hut and just like looks through it all and he goes, oh my God, like this is legit.
This is happening.
Yeah.
So then he fucking signed it and everything, got a picture with it. So funny. And Timmy was honestly rattled by that.
Yeah, I would be. Like if you call yourself something
You
and then
pride
someone's
yourself on
better
it.
at you, yeah.
It was incredible to see that happen. But all those fellas headed off to the footy. I stayed with the Budgie guys and watched the footy back here at the car park.
That was easily the funniest thing about the whole weekend for me. Everyone's like, what games you go to? Like, literally none. We didn't even consider getting tickets.
No.
We're just going to be at the pub
Live at
the
the
whole
Caxton.
time. Yeah.
I was actually saying on Friday, there was a moment where I was like, do I just park up on a couch upstairs
Yep.
and sleep here because I'm going to be back here tomorrow anyway.
Yep.
You were here late too. Your backup was impressive.
I'll give you some
really
quick numbers.
impressive.
I'll give you some quick
Yeah.
numbers. Arrived at the pub at 3:30. Left in a cab rank at 3:45 the next morning.
Yeah.
Back at the pub at 9:50.
That was the impressive one.
And then I left here to go get a feed a bit after 1. Got to the Valley. Left in a cab at 4.
Oh, you're talking about 1 a.m. I thought you meant 1
he's talking
p.m.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, 1 a.m.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait,
and
what?
He's talking about going to get a feed.
9:45 you got here and had a feed at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I actually didn't eat all day, pretty much. I had a cheese cranksy and I had
join
to
the
throw it
club.
up.
Because
No,
I was,
join the
I didn't
club.
eat either.
So-
I was just thinking because I was like, where the fuck did Clutzy go for lunch on Saturday? I was like, I'm pretty sure I was
got
with
here at
him.
9:50 a.m. Saturday, left 1 a.m. Sunday, walked to the Sofitel with
Someone
my
just
mate
whistled?
Traffer.
Yeah, I thought I heard that as well.
And
Might have been my nose.
then I think it could be. Yeah. Yeah, and then I ended up...
Smelt
You can
the
just
knife.
take a breath in. That's
Yeah,
all.
six-
I don't know if for some reason I smelt the mic. I whistled
Sorry,
with my
three
nose.
kind of scat boys. I can't even say the word scat. Sorry,
Yeah,
tell your
left,
story.
left the Valley at 4 a.m. Back at the Caco a bit before midday. And then I had to work this morning at fucking 6:30. So
You left at a respectable time.
I think I left at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But
smart. You had
also,
fun.
But also
You
I
had- you
pounded
had-
piss all
I was
day.
gonna
but you
say.
had fun. Like you actually had had fun.
The way I looked at it, I actually did some numbers.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, I responsibly pounded piss for over 40 hours in 3 days.
How much do you reckon you drank? Without being a legend, but how much do you reckon? How many schooners do you reckon you had?
Like genuinely would be upwards
Schooners-
of 20 every day. Like it'd be over 60.
Schooners and like spirits. Like what did you have?
I reckon I would have had over 60 drinks for the weekend.
Yeah, easily.
How many did you pay for, Josh?
Dude, I started shouting a few rounds to people.
Yeah.
To make up for.
I don't know.
To make up for
I actually
what?
don't know. I was like, oh yeah, let's go get a beer. But no, actually, I don't think I paid for much piss. It was great.
He just helps himself behind the bar.
Yeah, shout out to
Weren't
people.
the fans buying you bevies?
yeah,
a few
people were
did
buying,
yesterday
people were
too.
buying us
That's what I mean.
beers.
Yeah.
Shout out to them as well. That
Yeah,
was actually
legends.
fucking sick.
And shots, fuck.
Yeah, Sunday there was a lot of shots.
What do you do? Like, what if you don't want one? You just do it. Like you can't say no.
Can't say no.
He said no to a few shots yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I did a few and I was like, I'm not playing this silly game any longer.
It was good because if I was in your position, I probably
you were
would have done
here.
the
You
same
were here till
thing.
till we closed. So
I would, yeah.
you played the
But
game.
that's what I mean. I was
You're
good
playing the
enough
long
to get
game.
exactly right. I knew I was going to be here at the
You
end.
got a short ball and you ducked it because you know that you.
It's a test match, not a T20.
If you have a play
You had
at
the
it, there's a
outside
good
shoulder.
chance you're gone.
Yeah.
Had the outside shoulder.
At the outside shoulder, that's correct. But Friday night, one of the funniest things, my old man went to all the games. He had a Magic Round pass. He was so keen for all the footy. He came upstairs with us and all the Hello Sport boys with tail between their legs came back down to the Caco on Friday night. Heads held down in shame for not being here, which was great to see.
Also, quick shout out to Manly. That's 2 years on the trot. They've just been dusted by the Bronx in Magic Round.
38-0, 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Which
Nice try, guys. See you next year, I guess.
Useless cunts.
See you in
Respectfully.
365, Jerry.
Yeah. But
No, we'll see you at Origin actually.
Yeah, please stand up.
there's all
Nigel.
those boys up here, and then like all the Sydney boys are up here, and we're all pounding a bunch of piss. And then my old man came up, and Dad, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Dad's also a Finn supporter. Jimmy from Budgie was like, "I've got something special for you," and he's pretty pissed at this point. And he's like,
He told
"Oh,
me
yeah."
about this. Your dad told me about this when he was leaving.
My God,
He was so proud of it.
He got the first ever pair of Finn's budgies.
Yeah.
Unreleased.
There was a full presentation and everything, and he's just gone and grabbed Jimmy and just given him the biggest bear hug, and he's going around showing everyone. The next day, someone asked him about it, and he goes, "Watch this." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not ready to see this." He's just undone the button and zipper on his
Did
pants.
he put them on immediately?
Bro, well, he wore them on the Saturday, pulled his
the following
pants
day.
down, and he had he had the budgies on. I'm pretty sure yesterday he wore Rabbitohs budgies to the game.
There you go.
Quick little plug for Budgie here. Dad described wearing budgies as one of the greatest feelings ever, and it felt like he's just free balling.
Yep.
So shout out to him.
It was actually
but
great to get around in the pub in Budgies all day yesterday. It was
that
quite
was
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Coming back Saturday, ran into Timmy. Actually, all the Sydney boys looked like they were hurting.
There wasn't too many people that weren't hurting.
Yeah, but everyone rose to the occasion.
Tom would have been Tom from Hello Sport. I heard he was hurting on Saturday.
Mate,
He didn't even come for a
didn't
beer.
rock back
Turn
up
up.
to
Yeah.
the pub.
I feel like I love the bloke. I love you, Tom. But is it karma?
Maybe.
Is it? Is it? I don't know if karma exists, but
It's not karma.
yeah.
Definitely not.
The
But
defeat was inevitable.
Yeah.
So you could say that would be karma, but we're not gonna.
Eat a bag of dicks, basically.
Yeah. We'll see you next year up here.
yeah, that's it. But on Saturday, probably one of the weirdest experiences that we've ever had. Matty Johns rolls in to the Caco upstairs.
This is after we did a treasure hunt on Saturday. It was awesome to meet people and give out some prizes and stuff. Crazy. People found us literally when we went up the road to Ivy Blue, we posted a photo out the front. Posted a photo out the front, and before I'd even ordered a beer at the bar, someone had tracked us down and said the code word. It was fucking insane.
How'd that happen?
Right, he'd been waiting since 11:30 on Caco Street.
Yeah, watching our stories.
What a chief.
Yeah, absolute
so
legend.
good.
Absolute
And
legend.
The boys from Penrith as well.
Yeah, took us to the
Legend.
Queens.
Penworth.
Or sorry, Blue
Penrith.
Mountains and Penwith.
Actually, I don't know if Sterling knows this
Get
story.
a Penwith of my heart.
Where's your Queensland spirit now,
you dumb
first?
prick. So funny, Sterling.
Thurston was here on Sunday.
There you go.
Did the pass off yeah.
On Saturday when we were doing the treasure hunt, we were up at Hotel LA, and these boys came. They won. They got the prize, and then we were just standing there having a beer, and Donnie, that's a quick plug for Donnie as well, Donnie Sports. Sorry, Tom from the Donnie Sports podcast was helping us out with heap of content on the weekend. And he was filming some stuff for us. But yeah, on Saturday, we're sitting at Hotel LA and having a beer. These boys are just having a chat to us. And halfway through the chat, the guy goes, dude, he pulls me aside and he's like, dude, your friend looks so much like Donnie Sports. I was like, that is Donnie Sports.
Donnie Sports.
And then he goes up to him and he goes, your content's all right.
But one of them was like a fucking doppelganger of Isaiah Yu. Or Yeo.
We got an interview for him, which will be in our vlog coming up. Asking him how he's preparing. He had 2 fucking beers in his hands.
So good.
I also just wanted to give a quick shout out to Donnie. Actually, he's been a legend all weekend for us. But we jumped on their podcast last week. I think it came out on Friday. So if you haven't listened, go and give it a listen. The Donnie Sports podcast. It was a good pod.
It was. But yeah, Donnie was documenting everything. He documented something pretty cool. As we said, Matty Johns came up, and Darcy and I actually ran shape with Matty Johns for a bit over 45 minutes.
It was fucking so long.
Yeah, for anyone that wants to know what shape is, Google it, because honestly, after what Matty was trying to say to us, I don't even think I know what shape is anymore. But he's using Darcy and I as defenders and trying to describe how he would try and suck me in as the A defender so that his outside man had the best opportunity to use a mathematical calculation to divide his hole and get past the defenders.
I felt so bad because I just could not stop laughing. And I wasn't laughing at him. I was laughing at the fact that he had me I was blind drunk, never played a game of football in my life, and he's trying to teach me defensive shape, and I just couldn't contain my laughter. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I came up there, walked through, and I've never seen 12 individuals more captivated or in awe of a human being speaking in their lives.
The most captivating
listening to Matty Johns go through this.
The most and
I still question whether he was taking the piss.
Yeah.
Or not.
I think he was.
And if he was, which I think he was, I love that even more. Because
fucking hell.
Because he can. It's
Matty Johns, he can do it.
One of the things that sold that for me was we were talking about this earlier, but it's fucking funny as Matty the Water Boy from Kempy's podcast. Shout out to him. Probably the most excited man to be at Magic Round all weekend. Matty Johns got everyone, and he said, the thing that I hate the most, what people say about rugby league, is it's a simple sport. And then he just goes on this massive rant, and he's like, rugby league is made up of complex and intricate things. Yeah. And when you understand the complexity and the intricacy of all of these different plays and angles of the game, it comes together and it becomes simple in your mind. And only putting all those complex things together is then when you get the simplicity of the game. And Matty's there, and he just goes, whoa, fucking
out loud.
It's like a literal audible gasp. It was so fucking funny, and everyone was laughing at Matty for it. And he's like, that's so sick. But that was interesting. Fletch and Hindy came up as well. I actually fit into Hindy's pants.
They're still here.
They are still here somewhere. Yeah,
my nuts were coming through, and it looked like I had a fucking avocado coming out the side. It was so funny. It was just all engorged.
I said, how did that happen? He goes, peer pressure. So I think someone ripped him.
Fletch came up and he's like, does anyone have a pair of pants? We need a pair of pants for Hindy. And Jimmy's like, we can get him a pair of budgies. So I think he had a pair of them on instead.
Yeah, had some para budgies on, which was pretty cool. Saturday was another rip. Dad rocked up again for more beers on Saturday.
That was the best thing about my weekend. I can't even remember if it was yesterday or Saturday when you were up here. Was it yesterday? Yesterday morning, we're up here getting set up for the live show, and Clutzy literally walked in, and you can see from upstairs where we record, there's like windows down to the car park, and he literally walks out of the window and goes, "Oh, my dad's already here." And he's just in the car park punching cans. Dad rocked up in
full Finn's kit, straight into the car park,
straight into his work.
Couple of beers, a sausage, then went and watched footy for the next couple of hours, and then went back home. But it was such a good weekend. Did the live show. Shout out to everyone that came up.
Yeah, it was terrific.
It was awesome.
Tommy Dahl from Alpha Blokes joined us.
Mate,
Uncle Roasty.
What was your highlight of the weekend?
That's a good question.
Someone asked this yesterday. I actually don't know.
My highlight, I think, this is probably not correct, but just off the top of my head, was Tom Dahl actually called me. Tom from Alpha Blokes called me on Sunday morning just to chat about what we're going to do at the live show. And he was telling me that he went to get a kebab on his way home on Saturday night, and the kebab shop up the road didn't have any cheese. They were out of cheese, and he's like, I just absolutely gave it to this poor bloke. And he said he didn't get angry. He was just peppering him with chat. And he's like, him on the phone explaining to me, I was pissing myself. He's like, what I said to him was, I said, hey, brother, I'll give you a tip. Go to Coles tomorrow, any Coles. In fact, Woolies, IGA, any of them. Go there. They've got this stuff, cheese. Buy fuckloads of it. Just buy as much as you can.
He showed him, and he probably got his fucking kebab spat on.
Yeah. He's like, oh, it makes kebabs taste way better. And just the way he told the story fucking had me pissing myself. Lee Drennan also reckons that he was telling us the Savo that Tommy, when he was leaving on Saturday night, some bloke fucking chirped him, was like, you're a coward, where are you going home? It was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Tommy got out of his cab and just told the bloke to get fucked. He said, fuck you, you fucking and went home.
Oh, that's fucking good. Also, shout out to Knuckles from CTC, who we met yesterday as well. Absolute legend. He gave me one of the all-time great tips that I forgot about in the horses.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, get a notification from Bluebet, you got to win. And I was like, that's just paid for my weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great bloke, good yarns. A lot of good yarners this weekend. It was actually fucking sick to meet everyone that came up yesterday, all the frothies. The Ford Falcon fuck with.
Yeah, majestic.
Has one of the greatest mullets I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When he came up, I literally told him, he came up to us, he's like, I'm the Ford Falcon fuck with. I was like, if you were to get a person, like if I had an image of this person about who like you are and what you look like, literally, this is exactly how I imagined you.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking so
hot as
happy.
fuck.
Hot as fuck. Mud flaps at the back, just going hectic.
I might have a chunder in me, I reckon.
Yeah, good.
Where do you boys think Magic Round goes? Where does it go to next year?
I'm
Like,
terrified.
How does it get bigger and
I
better?
think we were discussing
For
this.
everyone.
I think it's going to be proper sellout next year, but I feel like people are going to start coming to Magic Round to watch the footy.
Magic Week.
Well, I reckon Magic Week, but what I think is going to happen is people are going to come up just to be here. They're not going to go to the games. Like people still go to the game because everyone loves going to the game. But it's like
people when they go online, I know what you mean.
So fucking sick at the Caco.
You reckon people will go online and there's tickets will be sold out and they're like, fuck it, we'll just go sit in the Caxton for the weekend anyway. Yeah.
There was literally people saying to us like, fuck, next year we might just book accommodation and come up for Magic Round and just stay at the Caxton and watch the game the whole weekend.
I heard that from a few.
This is going to sound like bullshit, but this actually happened as well. We had like 2 or 3 people come up to us on the weekend being like, oh, I'm from New South Wales.
Bro,
and
so many more.
you guys always talk about how Queensland just gets it and it's shit down here, down in New South Wales. And I always thought it was a G up, but after coming here on the weekend, you're actually right.
We fucking, you don't get it and we do. Like we get it.
The thing is that, literally everyone's like, oh, sure, you guys are jamming this up. But it's like New South Wales doesn't have this.
No.
There's nothing like it anywhere.
Yeah.
And like the
Don't
passion
even fucking
and
try
how much
either.
everyone
Like
just gets around
imagine looking over the car park if you're Donny and you're just chilling. You're looking at the serenity of the car park. What? Sunset?
Yeah, probably.
You know?
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Having a few blokes.
You got a bloke in your hand and you get someone come up behind you, ruffle your beard, you go, oh, some fuckwit. And you turn around and it's Alfie Langer.
Yeah. Because that actually happened.
Yeah. That actually happened.
I was like, why don't you just keep an eye on the joint or something like that?
You keep and watch, brother.
Yeah, keep and watch, yeah.
Yeah, and then he would have like poked him in the stomach going, let's go have a shot.
Fucking oath.
One of the greats.
Yeah.
He is. He was loving it up here. Mate, one of his mates, was a shorter fella, bald, was...
Effie.
Bro.
Yeah. They look almost
similar.
Yeah. Effie's a champion. Absolute
Friday
champion
night, he was one of the blindest men I've ever seen. And I was like,
nicest
there's
guy.
no way that bloke will be backing up tomorrow. And then he came back up. And when he got up here Saturday, he's full on dancing and everything. I was like, that is a man who just loves to send it.
Yeah.
And of course, he's mates with Alf. But
the boys.
it was fucking such a good weekend.
There's a few wounded soldiers today. I had the honour of dropping Jess and Jimmy, our friends from Budgie Smuggler, to the airport, and
Did she make it home?
Yeah, I think she did. We went to lunch. Jess was saying to us yesterday, it's her first time in Brisbane. She's like, literally all I've seen is the Caxton. And I was like, there's nothing else to see.
Yeah.
Went to the Wharves.
Went to the Wharves today for lunch.
Lovely.
She ordered a fucking kid's cheeseburger, and it came out. She did not even touch it. Like, not even a bite, not even a chip. Just got a Diet Coke and drank half of that.
I had 3 bites.
Yeah.
So that
it didn't look
suspicious, as if I took
No
one
one
for her. No one ate it. She hadn't touched it. I don't think she ate more than 3 chips.
No.
We knew something was seriously wrong at that point.
Yeah, she kept putting the window down in the car.
She did utter top 3 hangovers ever.
Yeah, she did say that. She said this is top 3 ever.
I honestly felt bad for the woman
Yeah,
because I said, can we do anything?
You should have heard Sterling say,
alleviate some pain. Like, imagine if we could, go, boop, I'll take 10%.
Yeah, share the load a bit. Should have heard
and
Sterling.
then she goes, you take shifts. And I said, fuck that.
I'm not doing a shift. Yeah, I'll take
a bit, but not the whole thing.
You should have heard Sterling Clutzy in the back of the car. We dropped Jimmy. Jimmy was going to see his family, but it was Jess in the front and then Sterling in the back on the way to the airport. And Jess is literally head out the window, like, gonna be sick.
Yeah.
And Sterling's in the back.
I was making things worse.
It's so funny. He'd had like 3 drinks, which just lippy ass. Like,
I've had probably an equivalent of 15 hours sleep in the last week.
Yeah, exactly. But he's just so lippy. He's like, you know what you need? Vitamin water, watermelon, dragon fruit. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. You need peach iced tea. That'll actually be good. And Jess is just staring out the window. and then he goes, you know what'll actually probably make you feel better if I just shut the fuck up, so I'm going to stop speaking. And it was
because I had an espresso.
Yeah.
So fair.
It got me
all
going.
pumped up.
One of the funniest things was seeing her sending the selfie, hugging an airport toilet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's when you
saw
know.
I got a video of her just pacing around this room today as well. She didn't know I was filming her. She's just doing laps.
Yeah.
Like, no good. We've all been there. It was me last year, her this year. So
If she's listening, to be fair, she said she didn't have the double, the head noise. Like I said, what did we say? You'd rather
be sick than have head noise.
Yeah.
Or the other way around. I can't remember.
I think I said I'd rather have head noise than be sick. And I said, have you got the double? And she said, nah, I'm just feel like sick.
Yeah.
And I said, I'd probably rather the head noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of cope.
You can battle through
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And then don't know where I was going with it, but yeah.
Cool.
What was I going to say? If she's listening,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe she does have head noise now that we've just fucking paid her out for the
No,
last
I was
10
going to
minutes.
say. I was going to say if she is listening, she wasn't a fuckwit. Like
No,
she
yeah,
actually
no,
was
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
enjoying herself.
Yeah, exactly
That was a
right.
good
Yeah.
time.
Having a
I think
fucking
that was,
Dude, I think
honestly,
I
I
said
think
that
that was
today.
the vibe of the weekend.
I said
Everyone's
that-
having a good
If you
time.
got head noise after Magic Round, don't.
Don't, yeah.
Because you were just enjoying yourself.
I said to Sterling today, I don't even know if you would call it head noise. I was just, when you catch yourself having weird thoughts, like we were at Shamside Shopping Centre when we
had
were
a
leaving.
weird day.
We had a very, do you want a rundown of our day, Clutzy?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It was a
please
fun
do,
day.
please do.
So last night when we were leaving, I was like, Jess, Jimmy and I are going to get lunch tomorrow, Sterling. Before I drop him to the airport, do you want to come? He's like, yeah, for sure. I got a text message from Sterling at 5 to 4 a.m. saying, I'm going to sleep now because I want to come to lunch.
It took every ounce of me not to keep
Banter,
going after Magic Round with all my staff and fucking have fun.
So
We called it.
I woke up, I think like 9:30, and I texted him like, yep, I'm going to pick him up, whatever. So I drove to Newmarket to Chermside to where they were, picked him up. Also so embarrassing. Jimmy's mate who they were staying with came out and I got out of the car and introduced myself to him. He's like, I met you 4 times yesterday. I was like,
so
fuck my
fucked.
life. And then we're driving through Newmarket, which is where Sterlo lives, and he
Just quietly, was he wearing a necklace? Was he one of those guys that was wearing a necklace up here?
I don't know what that is. What necklace?
Like a beaded necklace?
Probably. I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
One of those guys?
I can't remember.
Cool. Those guys are cool.
I can't remember
Anyway.
a
Had
lot
the
of things.
The cool Broncos kid on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Sterlo texted me what's happening. So I rang him and I was like, I'm literally about to drive past your house. So picked him up and we came here to the Caxton because Jimmy had to get his bag. And then we drove to Felons. And then we drove to the airport.
Had a good feed.
Had a great
Had a really
feed.
good feed.
We drove to the airport and then
Jess didn't.
Jess didn't eat any of it. It was good. Was it good though?
Yeah.
You had
The
some.
burger was amazing.
Yeah.
She ordered a kid's meal.
So we went Jess and Jimmy's place, Sterlo's place, Caxton, Felons, airport. And then I was like, I need to do my groceries, so let's go to Chermside. Chermside Tavern. We had a beer at the Chermside Tavern.
Had a punt.
Had a punt.
We did win.
Yeah,
That 5 came through.
Yeah, I didn't back it, but sure. Didn't do the groceries and then came here.
Fucking oath.
Here we are.
Basically, all roads in Brisbane lead to the Caxton.
I don't think anyone's gone. I don't think anyone's ever done that. What?
That exact.
Yeah, that exact.
No way, dude.
Ever in history.
If
Probably
you
won't ever
have,
happen again.
if you have,
Definitely
get
not.
checked because that's
Yeah.
fucked.
It's fun, but I enjoyed it.
One of the funniest things that I have been thinking about from the weekend, and I actually can't remember it, so you guys might be able to shed some light, but the bloke guys did a bit of a Ringers Western giveaway after their meet and greet on Saturday, and there was a pair of knee-high boots that were floating around up here that wouldn't fit anyone because they were size 7, but they fit me because I have little hobbit feet. Yep. And I had them on, and apparently I couldn't get them off.
Bro,
so many people the next day were like, I tried so hard to get those boots off you, and I couldn't. And I was like, I don't remember any of that.
You were lying down on your back looking like a struggled turtle. You're like, Klotzy, get it off. And I've come running over. I was like, what's wrong? What the fuck's up?
You look like Woody from Toy Story.
I can't get my boot off. And everyone's just laughing
I got
at
a
you.
snake
So
in my
I'm
boot.
literally standing there fucking yanking on this boot to get it off. And you'll go, oh my God, you're going to pull my leg out. You're going to pull it out. You're just there holding.
Wasn't your dad involved too?
Yeah, and then Dad came over and was like, nah, the trick to it is you got to twist when you pull. And we were like, oh, okay. And then he's fucking done it. And we're like, oh.
Also,
So
did I
easy.
then put them back on? Because I wore them home.
Yeah, you did.
You were really proud of him.
Yeah.
Very proud of him.
Jess West is the new owner of those boots as well, by the way.
good.
She took him down to Sydney.
So
Yeah.
the same size foot as her.
Yeah. Well, they're actually too big for me.
I'm not shaming that.
They're actually too big.
No, they were too big for it.
But I am.
I don't give a fuck.
Too
The
big.
funniest thing,
Dahl.
Tommy Dahl rocks up on Sunday and he goes, mate, I was half expecting to see you on all fours. Darcy's like, what do you mean? So, well, with those little fucking feet, I thought you'd just fall over and be.
He said to me on the phone, he's like, who the fuck actually has size 7 feet? I said, you're talking to one of them. He's like, bullshit. And I was like, I'll send you my Crocs. They're a size 8 and they're too big. And I sent him a photo. He's like, how do you get around?
Everyone was just genuinely perplexed about how someone could have such small feet.
Show us your hands.
The tiny little hands too. And have you seen how I've got one finger smaller than the other? My pinky.
Yeah, you think
So see how that pinky goes up to
I've seen that a lot in a lot of people.
See how
Yeah.
your pinky, if you're listening
up
to
to that
this,
line.
goes up to the knuckle line on your hand. Mine only does on one side. The other one's way shorter. So much shorter. Look at this.
That's fucking obscure.
So small.
It's a very
fucked.
niche
It's
thing.
such a small little pinky.
It's a very niche thing, but very small hand as well.
Yeah.
See, have a look at this size comparison. Is
Huge.
that not fucked?
That is fucked.
Your
Andre
finger
the
goes up to
Clutterbuck.
my first.
It's like me fucking holding hands with my
Andre
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute though.
It was cute.
We
yeah.
sort of were like father and son. We were just guiding each other around the pub all day. Dust did say it as well on the Sunday when we had the show. We were like, "Fuck it, let's go get people upstairs by going through the car park." And my highlight was talking to my mate Traffer and his missus Elle out the front. And there was a family with 2 young girls walking past, and the mum just looks over and goes, "What the fuck is happening this weekend?" And it's just
Someone
me.
else walked past and was like, oh.
Like, you don't need to see this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just me standing there in budgies and a shirt with Darcy in budgies and a shirt.
Yeah.
Then we walked through the car park. Tavita thought it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
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 I love how where else does that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Exactly.
that's what we said. we were-
I came up and I was like, you boys have dialed into this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a thing.
What do you mean? Like,
that we were going to get.
Yeah, I guess so.
the
It's a
budgies.
budgie party.
yeah, yeah.
Mate,
yeah.
but that's the thing.
I didn't know you were downstairs. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. We just did a loop.
We walked through the car park and then walked through the restaurant. There's all these people
anyone
that
look
have come
at
in.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
dude.
Because everyone had run in from the car park to sit down in the restaurant downstairs to watch the footy. And we've rolled in and a whole bunch of older people just looking, going, "What the fuck?" Then one of my friends, Carly, came running up, said g'day. Then we're walking up the stairs. She's like, "Oh my God, when did you lose your pants?" And I was like, I haven't had pants on the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Someone actually paid me out for putting my pants back on.
There's
Like,
a video,
what?
actually of you walking through the car park.
yeah.
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 Dude, someone's
That's
got a
right.
video of it. Someone's got a video from
Yeah,
up
Tavita.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tavita's got one from the gate.
Oh, no, someone's got one from the balcony up here. You just see me walking through and then Clutzy following behind me, both just
So
in our
good.
budgies. I'll try and find it.
But also, what pub in Australia are you able to just go around and
The best pub in Australia.
walk in your budgies for a
The
bit?
stain. The stain would let you do it.
Probably.
Really?
Probably not.
Fuck it. But yeah, it was a fantastic
Ask Tom and
weekend.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Fantastic fucking
Fucking
weekend.
good pub, but
It was a fucking fantastic
It's-
weekend.
I think it was Das describing it or saying something that Jess said that people will save for their Euro summer every year, but to like basically the rugby league diehards, this is their version of a Euro summer that they look forward to each year.
Yep.
And
it's my Euro
so
summer.
it should be.
Yeah, pumping me tyres up.
It's not just all about you, but a big part of it is.
But like, yeah, you know.
Also, shout out to the fucking bloke that won $11,000 on the pokies last night and shouted me a few drinks. He was a fucking legend.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
What about the bloke at the bloke?
You're welcome.
What about What about the bloke at the bloke in a bar meet and greet? Come up to me on Saturday. He's absolutely off his lemon spread. He's like so blind, And it was maybe 1:32. Yeah, he comes up. He's like, "Oh fuck, I don't listen to your podcast, but I see your reel sometimes. I really love you guys." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Can we get a photo?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure." Got a photo with him, and then like 10 minutes later, sitting down with the budgie guys, he comes over. He's like, "I'll put it on my story. Can you reshare it?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, do it now. I was like, "Oh." He's like, I love your podcast." I was like, "Bro, you told me 5 minutes ago you don't listen to it." He's like, No, I'll do it. And then Jimmy goes, we got to pay to get stuff on their Instagram stories. Like, it's not that easy.
So fucking funny. Mate, that bloke though, he got that first photo and I reckon he actually asked us another 3 times before the couch to get another photo.
Yeah.
We just fucking took one over there. He goes, no, we'll get another one. It's fucking sick. Holy fuck.
Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to him though. He was a ledge.
Yeah.
As we said, everyone was fucking legends. Everyone was well behaved. It was great. I don't remember much footy.
I had to check the scores on Sunday morning because I didn't remember any of the games from Saturday. Watched a bit yesterday up here, but Saturday did not watch any of it.
Shout out to Das as well, going the big lift yesterday. Realised that the Blowing the Froth Off pod was coming out on Monday and was half edited. So with so much noise around and a lot of piss being sunk, he just started editing the podcast.
That's loose.
You know the most fucked thing about editing the podcast yesterday was I thought I'd left my AirPods at home, so I was doing it with no headphones.
Oh, no.
Doing it out loud, and then I came in here to put my laptop away and my AirPods were here the whole time.
Oh, no.
Would have made my life so much easier.
That is so fucked.
Yep.
That is so fucked.
Do you own AirPods?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2
Do you?
sets.
Yeah, I don't.
I got two.
Can I have one?
Do you know why I got 2 sets? So when I was moving the house, went to get my AirPods, no idea where they were, and I was like, probably left them on site somewhere, probably fell out of my pocket somewhere. Pretty devastated. Went down to Sydney to do the sunrise stuff. I was like, there's no way I'm going on a flight and sitting in an airport by myself. I'm just going to buy AirPods. Got back from Sydney. Mum texts me, "Hey, mate, just did a clean up at the table. Your AirPods are here." I was like, fuck. I was like, well, I'll have a work pair and a pleasure
I'm going to
pair.
buy some AirPods.
They're good, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, you can't live without them.
if you can splash out, get the pros. I don't have them, but I've used them, and the noise cancelling thing on them is insane.
So good.
You put them in, and you can have it set so it's like normal, and then if you press the noise cancelling button, it's insane the way it like fucking blocks everything out.
If
Cool.
anyone works at Apple, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Because we'd love a little bit of a sponsorship.
Yeah, we would really, really
Or
love
if anyone
it.
works
What's his
anywhere,
name? Who's the guy? It's not Steve Jobs. What's his name?
Not Steve Jobs anymore, no.
What's the fella's name?
Steve
Mark?
Farquhar.
Mark?
Could be.
I've got no idea.
Mark Boris.
Yeah.
My laptop Bluetooth
Mark
doesn't even work
Ross.
at the moment. That's something I got to deal with this week, but anyway.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
That laptop's giving you great.
it is. I'd fucking dropped it on the floor on Friday anyway. Not
That's
important.
so shit.
Right, if there's anything else you want to cover off
I was
before?
going to say, I just want to give a quick shout out to people that work in customer service that give a fuck. I just sorted out my super details this morning. I might have been on hold for 40 minutes, but Mitch from Mercer Super was one of the greatest blokes I've ever dealt with in a customer service sort of scenario. And my old super fund, this is pretty fucked actually. This is probably a bit of a wake-up call for people that they need to check what's happening. I was with this company, BT Super, and then all of a sudden the pay lady said, "Hey, I'm with the same thing. It's being shut down. We need to, and it's been bought out by Mercer." I had no information or anything where apparently whoever set up my previous account for BT, like my previous employer, did my name wrong and didn't put any email or phone number associated with it.
Wow.
So,
Josh Clutterback.
yeah, I was Josh Clutterback, not Josh Clutterbuck.
Andre the Clutterbuck.
So that was pretty shit. And anyway, I'm going through this whole process, bro.
Josh Tafari.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to that boy getting a dub.
Shout out to me.
Yeah, we got to get him on the podcast, I reckon.
100%.
Before or after Munster?
Well, we're trying.
Hopefully Cameron comes on in a few weeks. But mate, this bloke was so good, step by step, everything, getting me to get everywhere, all this sort of shit. He was just a legend of a bloke.
Yeah.
And there's so many times you call up places and it's like, you don't want to deal with me, which is so fucked because that is your job, to deal with people. So get a new job or fuck off. But I just want to say Mitch from Mercer Super, absolute legend, deserves a pay rise, probably should be running the company.
You are such a dribbler.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, you just took like 5 minutes to fucking give that bloke a shout out.
It literally took a minute.
Whatever.
Shot Mitch.
Well, I think we're wrapping this up.
We are wrapping this
because Darcy's a little bitch.
I'm having intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Darcy is a little bitch today. He's had 2 days on the piss and he can't handle it. So
I can definitely handle it, mate. I was here fucking when the pub shut last night where you were in bed.
Weren't here Friday.
Can you though?
Didn't drink Thursday.
Can you really handle it?
I don't know. Some can and some can't. Can't they, Sterling?
I'm going to go missing.
Yeah.
I'm not going missing. I can't handle going missing, that's for sure.
I said to Darcy today, I was like, if I wasn't plumbing, I would be heavily
We're going to
into the
do
beers.
this. We'll do this.
I would be heavily into the beers with Sterling right now.
Yeah.
So funny, Clutzy. Someone from my old job today texted me and was like, can you please send me Sterling's number? I just want to give him a call about something to do with the pub. And I was like, yep, for sure, here it is. But also, you probably won't be able to contact him till Thursday. Because he's going to be on a bender.
I want to fucking...
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the man live.
That's it.
Let me fucking
Now it's your magic round.
think about the pub for fucking
Let the man
moment.
live.
Yeah.
All right.
Think about... Shout out to Honeybees.
Yeah.
Shout out to Honeybees. I got this footy on Friday night in the car park from these young fellas, and they said it was the first time they'd been to a strip club and that they'd be honoured if I could put the football up here. They'd be very happy that it was being displayed on the podcast. So, boys, it's come to fruition.
I reckon it's the best strip club in Brisbane.
I actually don't like strip clubs.
Neither do I, but I've been in there.
Why'd you build a tunnel to it then?
Just convince people once again that...
It's not happening, but...
Speaking
clearly,
of convincing, I've got to shout out...
But people think it does. It is going to happen.
I don't think I've told you this, Turlo, but on Friday night, there was this dude that I was chatting to called Jack, fellow plumber, lives out Logan Way. Sort of looks like Darcy. Someone came up to us blind as. He's like, Clutzy, love your work. He's like, holy fuck, Darcy, you're here too. Oh my God. Like, gave this dude a hug. He's like, oh, boys, love your work. Like, thank you so much. And, Jack was just like, mate, all good, bro. We're actually going to go up and record soon. What do you want us to have a chat about? And started going through, and more people kept thinking it was Darcy, and he just went along with it. And then I had a message from him 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, mate, I think we need to go upstairs to have a chat about what content we're going to post next. So fucking funny.
That is fucking
Have
funny.
you seen that photo? This is from fucking...
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
That's the same jersey as me and everything.
It's like... It's literally a Clutz and Darce version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. We actually get sent a lot of double
I can't even... But the fact that they're like best mates, so like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's fucked.
Well, I don't think I do know what you're talking about. You have to show me.
I wouldn't be able to. I'll have a guess.
Anyway, we'll show you later.
We'll
Yeah.
find it.
All right.
Sorry for the scat episode.
Darcy can't handle
With
it.
3 scat boys. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Fine.
I think I'm going to have a yak soon.
Yeah, I
You're in
thought I
fear.
was going to have a yak, but I'm feeling all right now. Anyway,
It's good to hear.
shout out to our manager for hitting us up with an invoice this morning. Just exactly the last thing I wanted to
Actually,
see was
also,
a fucking invoice in our inbox.
We're going to say his quote as well because it is the funniest quote that I heard coming
again,
into the weekend.
don't remember it.
He said it to you last week. He said,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, geez, mate, magic round. The chairs at Honeybees are going to be warmer than a share house toilet seat all weekend.
All weekend.
And it looks like, apparently there's people lining up at 10 a.m. every morning to get in there.
Jesus. Some bloke asked me, he's like, what's it like over there? I was like, I fucking wouldn't know, mate. I
Don't
haven't
know,
been in
never
there.
been in.
Go check it out.
Idea. Give us a review.
Yeah, let us know.
That's the thing we could do.
Yeah, strip club reviews, yeah.
Through the froth line.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
That'd be fucking funny. We'll do a whole episode dedicated to best stripper stories.
Do you remember the story we put up on our Instagram yesterday with Blake? Basically him saying, right now, call and just belt out a karaoke song.
Oh,
And I'm so terrified to listen to it.
That you
Settle down.
That's a funny video.
That you Found a girl and you're married now.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. We'll see you tomorrow for the sports show.
Dreams came
Go the Caxton, go Magic Round.
Guess you gave you things I couldn't give to you.
How do you know all the words?
Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't lay away. I couldn't fight it. I hope to see my face and that you be reminded that for me it isn't over.
Boom.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I can't hit those notes. Anyway.
Thanks for joining us, Stella.
Been a pleasure.
Get keen for Origin.
All of 3 brain cells right now.
Yeah. I reckon we got less than 5 between us, but sure.
Yeah.
Chromosomes or
3, 2, 0. Fuck yeah.
See ya.
Bye.